vintage collection unboxing and a new edition coming up next on the Action Figure Cave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so it feels like it's been a while since we did a video from the Action Figure Cave, but I think it's been about a week. We've been really busy this past week with a new edition, and no, it's not the vintage collection wave, and yes, there are new editions and we are going to unbox them on this video, but our other edition was actually not a Star Wars item or a toy or a collectible or anything that's actually going to be in this cave. We adopted another dog. Her name is Brownie, and in case you guys are not familiar with this channel and the video, we showcase here obviously Star Wars collectibles and action figures, but I've shown our other dog, Griffin, a few times on the video, and he's been with us for many years, and he's the dog of the house, but now that we adopted a new dog, that past week we've been working them together and making sure they get along and everything, so that's why it has been a little bit of a delay on the videos. So just wanted to let everyone know that. I don't know if she's going to make an appearance in this video. I usually don't let the dogs or any animals in this cave. I might make an exception since she's a puppy. So see what happens. Okay, enough about dogs, enough about animals. Let's unbox the new vintage collection wave. All right, so let's take a quick look at the card backs. So I'm going to call this the reissue wave that just came out. You can find these in Target and perhaps Walmart. I haven't seen them at Walmart, but actually, I go to Target more, so that's where I picked these up. Actually, the C-3PO, the Han Solo, and the Lando, I picked up on a toy hunt video that I put out last week. The Luke I just got yesterday, so that's why I'm kind of doing a video onto them today, because I wanted to do all four of them at the same time. So this is a reissue wave of older figures that came out in the vintage collection line. I don't exactly know what year it was, but anywhere from like 2010 to 2013, I'm guessing. Actually, this Luke figure was like one of the first figures that they released. As cool as the card backs are, I wish they would change them up a little bit if they're going to reissue the figures. And I have no problem with them reissuing figures, especially if they're going to change the sculpts on the figures. And, it's definitely really cool if you're a new collector and you don't want to go back and spend $40 on these figures and you can get them for $12. So definitely have no problem with the reissue wave, but if they would change up the card backs, the photos a little bit. I mean, this one right here is not even accurate. I mean, this is Empire Strikes Back, and it's a Star Wars New Hope picture. So anyway, you have the first issue of this card back here, the Han Solo investment, so we can take a look at that later and see the differences in the two card backs. And then I also have a Lando, not on card, but I have the first issue Lando, so we can see the comparison on the new figure compared to the older figure. I don't have any Lukes. I don't have Luke loose or on card. So, and I don't have C-3PO on card, but I have the old C-3PO loose. So we can do a comparison video. But let's get these out of the box and take a look at these figures. Okay, so the first figure I want to take a look at is Lando. since I have the old version open. Right here on the left is the first release Lando, and here is the new Vintage Collection 2020 Lando. And you see the biggest difference obviously is going to be in the face scope. So let's take a closer look at the new version. See the head scope there, you got a lot more thicker paint on the facial hair, and more the eyes kind of just not looking like Billy D. Williams very much in this scope here. And then that's an excellent head scope. I really do see Billy D. Williams there. You know, I'm really happy that when Hasbro releases these figures, they are changing the head scopes on them. Wish they changed the card backs a little bit, but I haven't done that. Okay, so as promised, here are the two different card backs of the two different releases of the Bespin Han Solo. Here is the new release card back. Obviously, the biggest difference here is the punch hole is punched on these figures. Another difference is where the weapons are here. Usually the gun on the new card backs is actually shown in the bubble, where on the old card back, the gun is in his holster. So that's another difference. But here is the unpunched card of the older release. And then there's a promo sticker, because back then in the Vintage Collection, they ran a lot of promos. So as for card back, this is definitely, I think that even the cardboard they use is more thicker than this one here. These are more thinner, and you know, a lot of these cards that they're coming out with now are kind of warped. Definitely, I prefer the older card backs a lot better. I mean, I love these promo stickers on it. I love the unpunch. You know, the weapon placement is not a huge deal for me. I don't know which one I like better, if I like the weapon like that or if I like it in his holster. That doesn't really matter. But I do like, you know, this card back here, and you know, the fact that it is stronger as well. So, all right, so let's see Han Solo and Bespin outside of the box. Okay, so here's the Han and Bespin out of the box, and I was always a huge fan of this figure, even on the first release. But now that they improved the head sculpt, I'm more of a bigger fan of this figure, and I have no idea why the lighting in here is just giving me problems. So I'm just gonna do this for now. So yeah, definitely, it looks so cool. Head sculpt is great, and I'm gonna take out the older one here, and I'm not gonna take it out of the packaging. It doesn't make any sense now that I have this one. I'm gonna keep this in the box. I like the card back, so I'm gonna keep it here. But you can see through the packaging, you can see the difference in the head scope here. You know, same thing with the Lando. I mean, definitely less paint on the new version on the eyebrows compared to the this one here. So I don't know if the jacket seems to be maybe a little darker on this version here. I don't really know when it comes to colors. So definitely a big improvement here on the head sculpt. So I don't know, is it worth to get another one? I think so. I mean, if you have a Han Solo in the box and you want to get a loose one, you know, then definitely obviously get this figure, you know. But if you're an on-card collector, obviously this is the better collectible right here, this card back. And obviously if you don't own any of them, definitely pick up this one here. And here is the Luke Skywalker Bespin figure, and this figure is a very welcome addition to the cave, because we didn't have the old version open nor close. This figure was released in the very first Vintage Collection wave. It was wave 1, and this figure I think is number 4. Yeah, number 4. So obviously the back of the card is a lot different too. I mean, I don't have the other one, but these are all the newer figures that I released, and you can see the Mando and Cara Dune figure on the back there. So I don't have anything to compare. So I mean, I don't see a difference in head scope in this figure versus the old one. I mean, I see pictures online, and I'm not really a huge fan of this head scope. I think they could have done a better job on it since they're going to reissue a figure. So I love the figure itself. I love the detailing on the Bespin fatigues. I love the fact that his lightsaber clips on his belt. And yeah, there's a lot of like good weathering on its fatigue and stuff, but the head sculpt here, I don't really see much of a difference when it comes to comparing this one to the old one. And like I said, I don't have the old one. I wish I did, you know, for this video, but I don't. But not a huge difference in sculpts. I don't know. I mean, again, obviously, if you don't have this figure, definitely pick it up. I mean, but if you have the old one on card, like I said, I don't really need, you know, I'm not sure what the need is to pick this up. I mean, if you have it loose too, I don't know. If you have a comment, if you have the old one, and if you think it's a big difference, then let me know. I'd like to know. Okay, last but not least is everyone's favorite protocol droid, C-3PO. And like the Best of Luke Skywalker, the C-3PO was originally released in the first wave of the vintage collection, and he was number 6. And here is the first version on the left-hand side, and here is the new one. The eyes are the biggest difference here on this figure. Definitely more accurate. This figure people had mixed feelings about it because it had like a matte finish to it, opposed to having the typical shiny look to C-3PO. You know, when I first got this figure back then, I was like, yeah, it's all right. I mean, I think the scope is great, but I prefer a nice shiny C-3PO. And then, you know, the fact that they really made this one already, I think it would be awesome if they released a new C-3PO figure in the vintage collection, perhaps on a Star Wars card. But, you know, like I said, again, if you don't have this figure, definitely worth buying this one. I bought this figure because, you know, you can never have many C-3POs, and you have a lot of different scenes. And but everything else, I mean, seems the same to me. But like I said, you can never have enough C-3POs, and I ended up picking up another one of this one to have in the collection. I think it's a great scope. I really do. I like the head scope on it, on the new one. And then, you know, the old one held up pretty well. There's also a lot of features on this figure in case you didn't own the old one. Or I'm not going to go into these figures, you know, too much because we're doing all of them at once here. But I will show you some of the features that they have. Okay, so here is one of the best features of this figure. The face plate is removable, along with the chest plate and the right leg. So I always loved this feature about this figure. I think it looks awesome. So I did notice another slight difference once I took off the coverings. So here's the 2020 release, and here is the 2010. I don't know if it's much of a difference. I don't know if you capture on camera, but the coloring of the wires on this figure seems to be a little more darker, the paint. And it could be just because it's a newer figure, and I don't know, who knows. But it's, again, not huge differences, but cool figure anyway. I know I would like another C-3PO sometime soon. Definitely more of a shiny one, but pretty cool figure. So there we go. Okay, so as I said in the beginning of the video, the Vintage Collection Wave was not the only addition. We had a new addition to our family, and her name is Brownie. We adopted her last week, and you know, she's been great, but it's definitely been a little challenge of getting her and Griffin to get along. It's definitely getting better, and so there's progress there. Yeah, we've been busy, but what's that? Oh, she says that the next video is going to be a Hot Toys unboxing, so look for that one. I'm sorry we didn't end up going into a lot of detail on the figures. I wanted to kind of show them all and then do a little bit of a comparison, so hopefully it helped. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and you know, thank you for watching. Hope everyone's doing well. We're doing great here, and for now, she's not gonna say it, but I will. Go get yourself some action figures.